Good morning, everybody. Man, welcome to another episode of Hubs Huddle. Today is Sunday, November 4th, 2018, and it is time, ladies and gentlemen, for our Week 9 NFL picks, the remaining for Sunday and Monday. We started off on Thursday night. I had the 49ers over the Raiders. 49ers, man, they put the beat down on the Raiders, man, 34-3. Big game by Nick Mullens, and in his debut, the kid went 16 for 22, 262 yards and 3 touchdowns. He is the second quarterback since 2000, first being Marcus Mariota in 2015, to throw a touchdown pass on each of his team's first 2 possessions. Man, in the NFL debut. That was awesome, man. This kid had a passer rating of 151.9, which is awesome, man. He lit it up on Thursday. And, everything, I know it was against the Raiders. The Raiders got their own issues, man, but it was an impressive game for this kid to come out here and just dominate the way he did. I had the 49ers winning this one, so I'm starting off my week right once again with another victory on a Thursday night, maybe. So hopefully this will roll over into today and into tomorrow night to close it out on Monday Night Football. So let's get into it. First up, man, we got the black and blue division already at 1:00 p.m. in Baltimore, Maryland. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to take on the Baltimore Ravens in this big rivalry. We have Big Ben Roethlisberger, Antonio Brown, and James Conner. They're going to be taking on the number 1 overall defense in the NFL. The Baltimore Ravens, man. This is going to be a good matchup. This is going to be one of them classics in this division already. They got the ground and pound in James Conner. You still got Antonio Brown. You got Big Ben Roethlisberger going up against Terrell T. Sizzle Suggs in that Baltimore Ravens defense, man. This is going to be great. I cannot wait for this one. This is one I'm going to be watching, personally, as always, in the AFC, I'm very hooked in and locked in, man. But for this one, man, I'm going to, this time around, I'm going to go with the Steelers, man. I think they are rolling right now, and I know Baltimore got the number 1 defense, and, the number 1 total defense in the NFL. But I think Pittsburgh, man, they're starting to put it together right now, and these are the critical months of November going into December, where we start talking about playoff seeding and where all these teams stand at, man. So, I got Pittsburgh winning in this one, 23-17. Next up, we got the Chicago Bears traveling to Buffalo to take on the Bills, man. You know what, man? Derek Anderson got hurt last week, so he will not be playing. I believe the dude, what's his name? Is it Peterman? I believe I think he's going to get the start again, man. I think this is just going to be bad. I feel sorry for Shady McCoy. He didn't get out of Buffalo at the trade deadline, but I think Chicago, man, they're really going to put the Smackdown on Buffalo today. I like them 28-13 Chicago. The Bears, they have been in the first place through week 8 for the first time since 2012, man. So this is, it's looking up, man. That NFC North division is very great. You still got the Packers in there lingering around, and you have the Minnesota Vikings in there as well. With the Bears are holding on to first place as of right now. So let's see how everything shakes out in that division. Next up, we got another division game in the NFC South. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers traveling to Carolina to take on Super Cam and the Carolina Panthers. This one, Fitzmagic is back. He's starting now. Jameis Winston, man, I think this kid is done. But Fitzmagic, and he seems to have the team all around him, man. When Fitzpatrick is out there, the team plays differently. Even though, this is his game back, I still don't think they have enough to take care of the Panthers today. Cam Newton, man. Cam Newton, McCaffrey, man, these kids, man, these dudes is rolling. I like Carolina today, man, 34-30. The Bucks got the last ranked scoring defense, so you know what that spells. If Cam is being Cam today, expect the big day from Mr. Cam Newton today. Like I said, I like the Carolina Panthers 34-30. Next up, we got the Kansas City Chiefs traveling to Cleveland to take on the Cleveland Browns, man. The Browns fired, man, their head coach, man, Hugh Jackson, and they also fired the offensive coordinator and Todd Haley. It just seemed, but it's good for Baker Mayfield, man. You need to get another coach in there, to work with this kid as he develops into being a better NFL quarterback. The kid got all the tools, and they have a good team surrounding him right now. But I just think Kansas City, man, they are rolling as well. They only got one loss, and I think they're looking to keep, the gap in the AFC so they can secure that number 1 seed. So I like Kansas City today. I think it's going to be a close one, more close than people think. They're playing in Cleveland. The Browns defense is tough, man, and they also run the ball, which I said before. The Chiefs, their rushing defense is not the greatest. So, if the Browns can establish the run, this will be a very close game, but I like Kansas City, man, 30-27. Next up, AFC East divisional matchup, man, between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. This one, man, you got inconsistent Sam Darnold, man, but he's going up against a struggling Miami Dolphins defense. So I don't know which one is going to really prevail here. Will Sam Darnold play, a good game today and get these guys going on offense? Or will this Miami Dolphins defense step up? Or maybe this is the game that Miami's defense need, against a quarterback that's been inconsistent, to step up their game. But I had to pick, so I'm going to roll with the Miami Dolphins in this one, man. I like them 20-17. Next up, another divisional matchup, man. This is going to be a great week in football, ladies and gentlemen. We got the Detroit Lions traveling to Minnesota to take on the Minnesota Vikings, man. This one, the Lions, first game without Golden Tate. As you all know, he was traded on Tuesday to Philadelphia Eagles. And this one right here, man, Adam Thielen has been balling for Minnesota. This dude right here, 100-yard games left and right. He is on pace to surpass Megatron for the 100-yard, game streak here. And I think he gets another 100 today. I think this dude is balling. He is, without a shadow of a doubt, the best wide receiver in the National Football League this year. You know what I mean? I know we got AB and, you got DeAndre Hopkins and, Julio Jones, guys like that. But if you're looking at, consistency every single week, balling out, it's Adam Thielen, man. You got to give that guy his credit, man. This dude is balling. And in that pick, I like the Minnesota Vikings today. I like him on a score of 27-13 over the Detroit Lions. Next up, we got another good one, man, down in D.C., man, Landover, Maryland, man. We got the Atlanta Falcons traveling to Landover, Maryland to take on the Washington Redskins, man. This right here, boy. You got Matt Ryan going up against the 5th-ranked scoring defense in the Washington Redskins. But, their defense is good, and they just added Ha Clinton Dix to that secondary. That's going to be bananas with them Bama boys back there, man. You all, this is why I like this time of year for football, man. November, man. This is going to be a good game today. Julio Jones going up against this defense here with Matt Ryan. This one, but you also got to look at the Redskins offense. Adrian Peterson running like he's 26 again. This dude, he is defying, the odds, of being an old head back there and getting them carries. This dude is running wild like he did when he was in Minnesota. And I'm so happy for this dude, man, because he is still proving that he is one of the, if not the best running back in the NFL today. In that, with this game right here, I think it's going to be a very, very good game. But I like the Redskins in this one. I like them on a score of 28-17. I just think Washington's defense, man, they're very stingy. So I think, their defense is going to come up big. And, hey, we just going to see what's going to happen today. But I like the Redskins in this one, 28-17. Next up, we got the Houston Texans going to be traveling to Denver to take on the Broncos. And welcome back Demaryius Thomas. As you guys know, Tuesday, Demaryius Thomas was traded to the Houston Texans from Denver. So, and now he gets to play his old team already a few days later. I think this is going to be, a good game in the AFC for the Texans to get the win here. I like the Texans in this one, 24-17. I just think that, Houston is starting to, pace themselves in their division as well, with Jacksonville struggling, and we don't know what the Colts are doing. So, also they still got Tennessee over there. Tennessee is pretty good, a good defense, but, they're just very inconsistent on offense as well. So, I like the Texans in this one over the Broncos, 24-17. Next up, we got the the LA Chargers. I just called them San Diego again. They've been in LA for 2 years, but it's something that just sticks with me, guys. I'm sorry about that. But the LA Chargers are traveling to Seattle to take on the Seattle Seahawks in this one. I think, the Seahawks, they got the 4th ranked scoring defense. But still, offensively, we really don't know. Russell Wilson's still a good quarterback, but they are establishing the run game over there in Seattle again, something that has been missing since Beast Mode was there. But, but the Chargers, man, they're strong, man, offensively and defensively, man. They're one of the best teams in the AFC. I like the Chargers in this one on the score. It's going to be a close one, man. I like them 27-21. Next up, man, we got a big one. These next 2 games, well, you still got the Monday night game, but, this game right here and the next game, these going to be probably the 2 best games of the day. This one right here, you got the Rams traveling to New Orleans to take on the Saints. And, man, the Rams, this is their first time being 8-0 since 1969. I know a lot of people, the Super Bowl hype already for these guys, man. I just want you guys to pump the brakes just a little bit. I mean, I understand, but, it's still a lot of football to play, and we still got some things to get down to. In that case, they're going up against the New Orleans Saints at home in New Orleans. If this game was in L.A., man, I would ride with the Rams, but today's the day. The Rams, they get that first L of the season. They should have had it last week against Green Bay. If Montgomery didn't run it out and then he fumbled, I'm pretty sure that Green Bay would have came back and won that game, and secured the victory down there in L.A. But I like New Orleans Saints today. I like Drew Brees and the boys. I think that defense is getting better. They added Eli Apple. They got the pieces, but this New Orleans Saints offense with Alvin Kamara, Mark Ingram, Michael Thomas, this New Orleans offense, and this is one of my picks for the Super Bowl, because I have picked New Orleans versus New England in the Super Bowl, battle of the old heads at quarterback. But I like New Orleans today. I like New Orleans on a score of 38-35, close, high scoring burner in this one. But I just think, Drew Brees and the boys, man, they get it done today, and they hand LA their first loss of the season. Next up, we have our Sunday night matchup. This is it, fellas, ladies and gentlemen. This is the main event of tonight. This is it. This is the Green Bay Packers traveling to Foxborough to take on the New England Patriots. Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady 2. This is the game. This right here, I think, Aaron Rodgers, that offense, Aaron Rodgers is going to do what he does today. And Tom Brady's going to be Tom Brady today. This is a game that, you're going to want to watch, as well as the game with the Rams and the Saints, this week. But I think this one right here is going to be good. This is their second meeting between Brady and Rodgers. New England, their defense starting to come around, but sometimes, man, their defense, one week they can look like, the best thing on paper, and then the following week they can look like, man, can't stop a nosebleed. I think this is going to be one of them games where they're going to feel like they can't stop a nosebleed, even though, yes, I am a Patriots fan, but like I said, I'm a realist. But, as far as my final score, I'm rolling with New England and Foxborough, baby. I'm rolling New England 34-30. I still think it's going to be a great matchup. Display of both of these quarterbacks. You guys get a chance to see both great quarterbacks doing what they do best on Sunday Night Football, national televised, game across the country. This is going to lock down the ratings tonight for this big matchup in Foxborough, Massachusetts, but I like the Patriots 34-30. And we're going to end off our week with our Monday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans traveling to Arlington, Texas to take on the Dallas Cowboys. This right here, you got The battle of bottom 5 offenses and top 5 defenses. So I think this is going to be more of a defensive matchup. Tennessee's offense is very inconsistent. Like, they really struggle on offense. Defense is pretty solid. But I like the Cowboys. Like I've been saying for weeks, if Cowboys can get 25 to 30 rushes, they're going to win the game. And I think we're going to see a lot of that tomorrow night on Monday Night Football. Dak Prescott, also the debut of Amari Cooper. I'm looking forward to see how these guys are going to use Amari Cooper in their offense and what he's going to bring to the Cowboys. Will he alleviate the pressure for Cole Beasley? Will he, force a defense to play honest so they won't have to stack the box so they can run the ball with Zeke? There's a lot of questions that we want to see going, from this point on, going throughout the season, on how they're going to use Amari Cooper and how Amari Cooper is going to be beneficial for that Cowboys offense. And you still got the Cowboys defense. Taco and all them boys, man, they call themselves the Hot Boys, I guess throwback from Baller Blocking or something, man. Hey, you guys watch that movie with Cash Money. But hey, I like the Cowboys tomorrow night. I like the Cowboys 24-13. I just think Tennessee's offense is very inconsistent. And with that, those are my week 9 picks. So to go over them things for you guys, let me go back over this. I got, what do I have? I have Steelers, Bears, I have Panthers, Chiefs, Dolphins, Vikings, Redskins, Texans, Chargers, Saints, Patriots, and Cowboys. We have some teams on the bye this week, and those teams are the Cincinnati Bengals, Indianapolis Colts, Jacksonville Jaguars, the Arizona Cardinals, the Philadelphia Eagles, and the New York Giants. And also in news from the NFL, the Raiders cut Bruce Irvin yesterday. I don't know what Gruden is doing over there, but I'm quite sure some teams are going to be calling Bruce Irvin. I think this dude still got some gas in the tank. And also, something that should have been happened, the Cardinals released Sam Bradford. Dude's always been a bum. I never was a fan of Sam Bradford. Always thought, but hey, whoever's getting this man paid is the real MVP, because this dude has made a lot of cash throughout his NFL career for him to produce. Not as, for him to produce what he does on the field is not in, the same boat as how much money this guy makes. But that's it. So that's it for me, guys. Enjoy today's action, NFL Week 9 action. I will be back later on next week to discuss everything, see how everything shakes out. And, man, any news that I have for as NBA and everything else, I do have one thing for NBA. Tyson Chandler is going to be signing with the LA Lakers, giving LeBron some more help. Let's see how that really works out. And Jimmy Butler, they're looking for a way for him to get out of Minnesota. So we'll see how all that pans out. And shout out to Derrick Rose, man, on Halloween night, man. He dropped 50 points, man. I'm so proud of that dude, man. That was a proud moment for me, man, to see everything that this guy had went through and to see him, basically, come, for one night. We saw him come back to be the D Rose of old. Very emotional at the end of the game, man. Shout outs to D Rose, man. Heck of a game on Halloween. But that's it for me today, guys. Enjoy that NFL Week 9 action, and I will get with you guys next week. Hubs Huddle, we are out.